In this video, I'm going to show everyone how to edit the images and make some changes in the agency theme. First, what we'll do is I'll show you how to change this down at the bottom. So let's log into our dashboard. And when we're in here, we need to go to Appearance and Widgets. First, let me explain all of these extra widgets in the agency theme. Your primary sidebar, of course, is not on your home page. It's over here. This is like a normal WordPress theme. And your secondary sidebar, I don't use it. Now your home welcome, I've got nothing there. What that is an extra space between your header and your video or your text or whatever you have here. And by the way, this right here is actually your home slider. You can see the video right here, and you can see where this is. SISEL carries a blah blah blah. That's right here. So all of this can be altered very easily. Okay, now down here, let's close this up, is your home left, home middle, and home right. So it's home left, home middle, home right. And down here is your footer, footer 2, and footer 3. I'll show you how easy it is to change this. And I have all of this stuff in here because it's company policy. So let's take this out and add it over here. I'll show you how easy that is. Simply go to footer 1, text. Let's cut this. Save. And if we come back here and refresh, this will be gone. Now let's put it over here in the right. Footer 3, text, paste it in here, save, come back and refresh. And now we have an extra space for a little video. And you can do the same thing with this if you want. Put all three over here. It brings it up to the company policy. And you have room for 2 extra videos or text or a capture form. Alright, let me take this and put it back here. I will no doubt change this in the future, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. See how easy that is? And that should bring this back to the way it was. There we are. Now this page here can actually be used to advertise on your business cards, on your safe lists, whatever you want. But it's time for me to actually choose a home page. And I'm thinking the home page that I'm going to choose is going to be this page here, which is SISEL International. And I'm going to show you how to change images. And I'm going to put my navigation bar over here on the right. And since our nav bar is generally 200 pixels wide, our images for our tabs should be 75 pixels or less wide. So I'm going to actually go and find some images, and I'll be back. Okay, these are the images that I downloaded that come with the slideshow maker. And on page 3, there are some buttons that you can use. So let's copy this one. Let's get a nice bright colored silver one. And let's go down here to the bottom and open up a new slide here. Get rid of all of this stuff. I just duplicated that one. And let's paste that image right here. Now I need to put text on it. And what I decided to make my SISEL site about is health and nutrition products, MLM home business opportunity, and how to lose weight in 3 months. I did some keyword research first. And health and nutrition products, you can see this is how many times they're searched on every month. And here's how much competition we have. And by the way, already I have page 1 ads for all 3 of these, either in open search or else images or else videos. So let's go back to our PowerPoint. So obviously I'm going to need 4 of these tabs. So let's insert some text, and I'm going to call this one Home. Let's make it a nice dark bluish color, bring it down to the right size. That should do it right there. And there is my Home tab. Let's copy this. And let's paste it. And this one could be products. I'm going to have to, of course, bring the size of this down so it fits in the tab. And another one, we'll call it Business, or SISEL Biz Works. And our 4th one, Weight Loss. Now what I'm going to do is make sure all of these are JPEGs, and how I do that is just copy them, Control C, and I take them over into Paint, paste them. Now let's select, and we get as close to the edge as we can. And I go Control X, bring this down, paste it, and I usually square these up. Let's try it at size 75 to see what happens. Now let's save this as a JPEG on the desktop and take it back and put it inside of the WordPress theme and see how it works. Okay, I'll put my nav bar right underneath the autoresponder, and this is a Google Plus badge. It doesn't really need to be there, so I'll go take it out. And of course this is in your primary sidebar, right? Here you have your traffic wave, and this is the Google Plus badge, so let's delete this. And this. Let's save it and take a look at it, see how it looks. Okay. Now let's add that image here. And how we do that is I have a test page on here. So I go to Pages, All Pages, and I scroll down and I find my test. And I go to Edit. Right here is how I make my images. So let's get rid of everything that's in here right now. Delete. Okay, right here in the center, I'm going to upload, select that test that we just made up, and I'm not going to alt text it or anything like that right now. This is just a test, and it's going to be in the center. Insert into post. Now let's go HTML. Where did it go? Isn't that something? Well, I don't know what WordPress is doing to me right now, but it's there. We see it, right? So let's go to HTML anyway, and let's right click and select all. Right click and copy. Now let's go back to our widgets and primary sidebar. Down below our traffic wave autoresponder, and let's paste it. It did pick up that code. Isn't that so strange? Don't you just love technology? Anyway, let's save it. Let's go back to our page and see how it looks. Unless it's invisible, of course. Oh, there it is. That's about the right size. So what I'm going to do is make up the other three, and I'll be back again. That is so strange. Okay, I made all 4 buttons here, and pay attention please to how I name these. Image for health and nutrition products, image for SISEL International, image for MLM home business opportunity, an image for how to lose weight in 3 months. And I named them this because that is the keywords that I'm trying to get listed for, that I'm getting listed for. So let's go back and upload these into WordPress. So again, let's go back to this page, the invisible page here, and let's delete everything that's on this page. I just go select all, and then I'm going to hit the delete key. So let's put this in the center, and give it some X's and put it in the center, I guess. Right underneath it, same thing. Now we can upload one button to each one of these sets of X's. And the first one I'm going to upload is going to be the home page. Which is right here. I'm going to open it. And I'm going to use alt text. Leave it in center, insert into post. Now the next one, it's going to be the weight loss. Open. Alt text. And the reason I'm doing that is because the search engine spiders, of course, are going to pick up that text. Next one. Will be the products. And again, these can be changed anytime in the future, right? And the final one, of course, will be the business, because that's the last one we have left. And insert into post. So this should be what our images look like on our sidebar, and they are centered. So let's go to HTML and hope for the best. Okay. We are playing with invisible text today. So I'm going to right click, and this has never happened to me before either. Select all, right click, copy, take it to the widgets, and I'm going to paste this right here. Control V, save it, and see what it looks like over here. Okay, there's a couple of things I need to do. Definitely need a break here. It's too close to the top. So let's give it a break. So we put a cursor here, enter, and we do this for the break. And I don't know HTML, but I do know this. Save, and that should give us a space right here. That's better. We could have made these a little bit bigger. It's up to the person. It's a personal preference, I suppose. Could have made the text a different color. One more thing we need to do is, instead of clicking on it, going to this, we need it to go to the actual home page. So how do we do that now? Let's go back to our, not widgets, back to visual. And for home, we just simply click here and put http siselinternational.com. Title, again, image for SISEL International. And I do want these to open in a new window. Now I need to get the URLs for these other 3 pages that I happen to already make up. Okay, one of my pages, of course, is health and nutrition products. I'm going to copy this. Take it back here. Paste it right here. Image for health and nutrition products with a capital P. Not that it matters, the Google spiders don't care, but anyway. Now the weight loss. Paste it here. Image for weight loss, update. And the business opportunity. Copy. Paste. Image for MLM home business opportunity and update. And these should all be ready to go. So we go back to HTML and we select all. We pick up our invisible text, copy it, back to our widgets, after the break, paste it, save. Now when we go to any page, actually let's refresh this. This should pop open and take us to the home page, which I'm going to change shortly. And it did. This one should take us to the weight loss page. Which it did. This one should take us to the products page. And again, always test. And it did. And finally, the business opportunity page that I made up. Alrighty. This is good to go. Let's just save this for the future. And let's go back to our dashboard. And let me think for a second what else you should know. Let's change our home page, which would be, of course, settings. Let it display SISEL International. And our post page will be the page that I made called blog. And let's update it. Reading. And front page displays a static page. Now let's test it. Visit site. And that is how you change your home page. Maybe what I'll do though is I'm going to put this image up here, and I'm going to make this video bigger. I'll put the image up first because almost everyone should know how to do that. Okay, that's done, but for now let's show you how simple it is to make a video bigger. And this is the page. Simply go to HTML, and I'm going to have to select all and see if I can put this in a document so I can actually see it. And let's find the video. YouTube, width 290, and the size for these WordPress blogs is normally 580. And let's change the height to 360. Now let's copy all of this now that we can see it. Copy. Bring it back here. I'm going to select all this again and hit the delete button, and I'm going to paste. Visual. Preview changes. There we are. So that's it. I'm going to eventually change the video because it's a video that I made up with the video creator, and if you notice right here, this leads to the SISEL disk system because the SISEL disk gets their phone number. And again, this is just a personal preference. So what I'll actually do is change this video to something that's in the back office of the SISEL website that has something great to do with the business opportunity. And again, if you ever need me, I'm just at office@pdimi.com.